Hello, boys and girls of Riverbank Unified. It's Mrs. Facella here with another story for you today. The story I'm going to read today is called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. And the reason I like this book is because it's a great book for kids who are scared to go to school the first time. And I bet most of you, when you think back, had that day when you were a little bit afraid to go to school and you didn't want to go. But this book will help you feel more comfortable if you think about how a mother's love helps a child. The book is called, once again, The Kissing Hand, and it's not real children in this story, it's raccoons. Chester Raccoon sat at the edge of the forest and he cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends, play with my toys, and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" What do you think his mom is going to say? We'll find out. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and she nuzzled him on the ear. That's kind of like kissing. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." There's a picture of Chester. And his mom. "You'll make new friends, you'll play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. Besides," she said, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem warm and cozy as your days at home." Does anybody know why Chester would be going to school at night instead of during the daytime? Well, I'm going to tell you if you don't know. Raccoons are nocturnal. Nocturnal is a big word for saying an animal that lives at night and sleeps during the day. They're up during the evening, and then we can't see them during the day because they're sleeping. Raccoons are nocturnal. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" What is the kissing hand? What's this kissing business all about? "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan, just like that. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm, and the palm is right there. She kissed him right there. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth from his mother's kiss. And if you see all the hearts on the next page, that's the mother's love. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. She closed it up tight so he could have it. "Now do be careful not to lose the kiss," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and you wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. And you can see he was very, very happy now that he had this kissing hand. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and he looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and he grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Wonder why he wants his mom's hand. Think about that. What could it be? There's the picture. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and he unfolded her very large hand, into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and he kissed the center of his mom's hand. They don't have fingers, they have claws, by the way. Raccoons have pretty sharp claws. That's how they get their food and they hold on to it while they're eating. After he kissed his mom in her palm, he said, "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and he danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter the school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand into her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you. Chester loves you." It sang, "Chester loves you." And there's his mom pushing her hand to her face, just like he did earlier. And there they are all at school. Imagine if you could go to school in a tree. That would be kind of fun. The end. And this is the symbol for "I love you." And that's what Chester's mom feels for Chester. She loves him. And it was her love that helped him feel comfortable going to school. And you could do that too with your mom if you needed to. Have a safe and great day, and we'll see you again soon.